Have I just gone live? What a joke. Your boy's been out here talking for a gazillion years and then it looks like he's just gone live. But I digress. You guys are legends. Thank you so much for coming in the channel. Thank you for accompanying me. Thank you for indulging all of my F1 ball feathers. I am late and apparently so today because my better half thought it was a good idea to come in late. You know what I mean? Unacceptable. Your boy's got the bloody glasses on, of course. Just testament to how unready I am. Because my missus thought it was a good idea to say that she's going to be back at 1 o'clock and come back at 1:15 without any message. Is it so hard to send somebody a message these days? I don't know. Am I being temperamental? Am I being excessive here? I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Let me know in the chat. We need a Danica Reptilian t-shirt. Unbelievable. Yes, potentially at some point. 46 of you in the chat can currently do me a favour and smash the like. I apologise for the avoidance of doubt for being so apparently late. News. Frederick Vasseurs had to go home. He will not be a bum in a seat. Apparently, there's a bereavement in the family. Sending Frederick Vasseur and family there full stroke. 79 of you in the chat can currently do me a favour and smash the like. We are T-minus 22 minutes away from a cheeky Austrian Grand Prix and I'm here for it. I'm amped. Although, apparently, a lot of the Austrian natives are not. Empty seats all over the shop. What are we doing here, ladies and gentlemen of the F1 jury? That's not good enough. That doesn't work, does it? I don't know. Why is the question for which F1 need to sort? Like, why? Is it something to do with the competitive landscape? Is it that their guy, Max Verstappen, is circa 40 points behind the driver's standing lead? It's techie, this. It's techie, and people want to ask questions about the FIA and their ruling, lack of consistency each and every single turn. How can it not be deliberate what Max Verstappen did to George Russell? How can it not be deliberate? Well, they only gave him 3 points because if Max Verstappen doesn't turn up and keep the McLaren boys in Lando and Oscar honest, then who's going to? And who wants to watch that? Not me. What, two papaya coloured? No, it's not Blockbuster, is it? That's not cricket. Yeah, maybe sometimes. Not every race weekend can be Blockbuster race weekend. I understand that more than most. However, what do we dislike vehemently? If Max Verstappen, I mean, we're not even halfway through the season yet, and already it feels a bit. Look at the grid. The grid looks like sorry for itself. No, we don't want this, chat. We don't want this. Come and see a wife is always known as a husband's assassin. I'm telling you. It's techie that a text takes 10 minutes. Like it doesn't even take 10 seconds. I'm running late to the tune of 10-15 minutes, but my wife never does that. Do you know what I mean? Never ever. So I've just got a brilliant woman is Mrs. Cameron, but sometimes I've just got that's a burden for which my shoulders are not substantial enough to bear. 162 of you watching Kokoni, do me a favour and smash the like. I'm going to start to be earlier now. I've had enough. Can't take the tardiness. It really, it grinds my gears. Right, here's what you need to know. Talking to women up and down the grid, which is a worthy topic, but I mean, they're filling here, aren't they? They're just what? Just filling. I don't know. Ted Kravitz, T-minus 19 minutes until we get ourselves a race, a formation lap even. And Ted Kravitz and Bernie Collins are sat here, like just killing time. Do you know what I mean? What's that about? I disrespect that. I mean, they're filling here, aren't they? They're just. You can see the nightmare that I'm having today. Fucking hell, man. Annoying. I hope you guys are having a better Sunday than me. That's all I'll say about that. It's chaos, chat. We'll get there. We'll get there. T-minus 20 minutes, Brett, you're a legend. T-minus 18, descend. And it's going to get to... Look at Gabriel Bortoletto on 8th. Right, let's go through context. Right, here's your context. Important. After 10 races, These are your positions in the championships. 198 points for Oscar Piastri. Lando Norris 176. Maximilian Verstappen 155. Shortly thereafter, King George Russell of Kings Lynn Norfolk. Some would argue that he's been the best driver this season, along with Maximilian Verstappen, potentially Oscar Jack Piastri. So too, head-to-head. In qualifying, it's Lando specialist, George Russell specialist, Hulkenberg specialist, 7-1 each. You barely beat them. That's how good they are. So too with Maximilian Verstappen, 10-2 as far as qualifying head-to-head. Most recent winners, Maximilian Verstappen all day and night. George Russell was last year. Maximilian Verstappen 2023. Charles Leclerc 22, 21 and 21. Max Emilian Verstappen. Circuit information, 71 laps of a 4.318 kilometre track. There are 10 corners. It's a karting track this, although there are some medium to high speed turns late on which favour the papaya coloured car, especially now that they've got those bloody upgrades that suit Lando Norris so beautifully. Pirelli has brought the C3, C4, C5 compound tyres. No C6. It's too demanding, too deggy around here. The winning strategy last year was medium, hard. There were 45 pit stops in last year's Grand Prix. And again, you remember a couple of years ago where it was chaos at turn 4, 1200 or so track infringements. People will get punished now because there's gravel settings. Oh, the humanity. Red Bull Ring has 50% win rate from pole, 65% win rate from the front row. Qualifying championships per Frederick Vasseur. T-minus 16 minutes until we're ready to go. The furthest winning grid spot was P7 from David Coulthard in 2001. 70% of the races have featured a safety car. High probability, therefore, of a cheeky discounted pit stop under a VSC or a full safety car setting. Track record is 1 minute 02. 1 minute 2 seconds, 0.939. Valtteri Bottas in 2020. Valtteri Bottas goes well around here as well, doesn't he, to be fair? Bless him. Lap record in the race, 105.619 by Carlos Sainz in 2020. It's going to get, I'm telling you, this race is going to get techie. The key question is this: can Lando Norris maintain, defend or vacate? Can he consolidate for a cheeky P1 over the course of the first lap, like his old mate Sebastian Vettel used to do so brilliantly? That's going to be key. That is going to be key. I'm not sure he can do it. You let me know in the chat whether you think he can do it. What other stats do I need to let you know about? Trivia. Austria's Red Bull Ring has the fewest corners on the F1 calendar, just 10. And just 8 proper ones. Some of them are a bit... They're like pole run to turn 1, breaking point, 233 metres, so it's a short running. Lando Norris will be thankful for that, therefore. Overtakes completed in 2024, 85. Safety car probability, well, that's different to the numbers that I've just read out, so I won't read them out again. Pit stop time lost, 20.3 seconds, 2.5 second pit stop. And breathe. Are you ready, chap? Because I am. T-minus 15 minutes away from a cheeky race, and I'm here for it. Go on then, let's get out some proper metrics, because these are going to be important, ladies and gentlemen of the F1 jury. All right, let's go to that. I hope you're all having a fantastic Sunday. I'm here for a proper race today. I don't want to hear anything other than that. I will be honest with you. A proper race. You know what I mean? None of this nonsense. Right, let's go. And let's go. Okay, right. We'll get these metrics up and then we'll go. And again, everything that you see on your screen is brought to you by the legends over at Malt. If you support them because they support us, we're going to need them today. It's going to get techie, especially if we undergo two-stopper. Umonch, Darius. McLaren should dominate, but they are not. The car is the best. The drivers are not. Oh, the humanity. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Are we slandering? Yeah, look, okay, let's talk. We'll talk about Lando. Oh, here we go. Lando Norris on the deck. Lando says he doesn't know how slow or fast we are. Oh, the humanity. Says the temperature. Go on and let's go through the temps because the temps are going up by the second day. 49.9 degrees Celsius track. 30.0 degrees Celsius ambient. 32 is your humidity percentage. What are we doing here? I don't know. There we go. Right, we can go. We can go. Jomo, you're a legend. Second channel, mate. Leave something for the men, please. Honestly, you cannot write this ish today. Cannot write all of the nightmares that I'm having. Come on, Cameron, sort out your life, son. You just can't even. It's just ridiculous at the moment. Nothing is going right, but I digress. T minus 12 minutes until we get ourselves a cheeky. Like what is it today? Have you ever had one of those days, chat, where everything just goes wrong all the bloody time? Like it's almost incredible. I feel like Lando, if this is like, I hope I'm not jinxing Lando out here. I really don't want to do that to the chap. He doesn't deserve it. Look at this. As they play the old, as they get the old F1 movie. As they get the old F1 movie soundtrack out. I apologise, chat. This is chaos. Never has it been so chaotic, and I'm just just fuming. Your boy out here is livid. He's lost his noggin, just like Lando Norris does sometimes, and Max occasionally. Now you know why I'm always Max glazing, because there is me in them. Adiosta, you're a legend. 159. I appreciate you each and every single time, member. Go on then. Let me get these. Right, let's go. Mr. Zone. I hate the F1 movie. Have you watched it? Yes. I don't think I'm gonna watch it. Can I be honest? I don't know. I'll watch it in the end. F1 movie soundtrack is fired. Is it JJV? Ed Sheeran on deck. Leclerc P1 turn 1. Oh, the humanity. Oof. Right, and breathe. I might need to open up a window. The heat in here isn't helping your boy's demeanour and countenance. Do you know what I mean? Chaos. Let's see if Verstappen can cheer you up. I'm hoping so, mate. I'm hoping so. Look at this now. Of course. I mean, like what? Just cannot fudging write it. Unbelievable, chat. Norris turns into prime Vettel. Watch it happen. Better leaving Thomas. Do you think so, Thomas? I mean, he's got it in his locker. It's not like he hasn't done it before. Singapore, Monaco. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Genki. I appreciate you. T minus 9 minutes until we get ourselves a cheeky formation, and I'm here for it. By which time, hopefully, your boy will have all his metrics up and ready to go. You know what, chat? I'm just going to... Unbelievable. You couldn't write it if you tried. They wouldn't believe you. It's nonsense. Right, let's go again. They jinxed Lando. I hope not. I don't want to jinx Lando. I'm sending him good vibes and strength. I'd like for him to deliver. I really would. But again, what does that mean for Max? And his tenure over at the Bulls that are red. What does that mean for him, really? It's techie, isn't it? It's a bit techie, that. Bear with, your boy's having technical difficulties and I'm just losing the will. Delani, you're a legend. You know, you just want to swear. I feel like Max in the car when he's losing his mind. Come on. I'm so annoyed. Ah! Isn't what we need, where we need to be, chat. Right. Bear with. I need to sort my life out here because it's not good enough. Bear with. Unbelievable. Yeah, that's good, isn't it? Oh, chat, we'll get there in the end. Technical difficulties. Unbelievable. And they're out here playing Prodigy. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Apologies. It's chaos out here, chat. Race time, Jeffrey. We might have to do away with the bloody with the graphics on the right for today. Thank God. Here we go. How's that even right? Okay, we're back in the game, chat. Noddy Cameron has sorted out his life. Right, let's go. Let's go. We're back in the game. T minus 4 minutes and we are back in. You're a legend, Tony. I appreciate you, mate. Had to get a bit you got to take your technical difficulties all over the shop, but we're back and we are here and I'm ready to go now and I've had enough. I'm here for a Grand Prix race. You know what I mean? Some F1. Right. Here's what you need to know. We'll go through it again. Round 11. It gets techie. Next race will be the British Grand Prix at Silverstone, and that will mark the halfway demarcation in the 2025 season. 4.3 kilometers is distance. 338.7 kilometers is the top speed. 63.4 meters is your elevation. 71 laps total. 1 minute 5 is your race lap record. 15.6. Bloody Nora indeed. Manjasha. C3, C4, C5. There you go. No more C6. Didn't you pay your internet bill? Source, they ain't even, mate. Don't even, honestly, you guys sending me strength. Arthur, you're a legend. I needed that for a second. Weather looks perfect. No rain, no thunderstorms as indicated or as forecast on Thursday at the very least. You're not here for women's in F1 day, Karen. I am here for women in F1 day. I am. Just not my better half. Fuming. Put me in the wrong state of mind for a cheeky 2-hour stream. But I digress. How are you all? I hope you're all having a better day than me. Open any day. Something needs to happen. Are you going to be at Silverstone? Oh, the humanity, Delaney. Let's put a big smile on my face. That has tech support, Cameron on the case. Louis, we lucked out. We got there in the end. You know what I mean? We did get there in the end. And for that, I'm grateful. And you know what? I'm even more grateful as we go for the bloody grid. For you guys who come here every single stream and keep me honest, hold my F1 feet, my very noddy B-spec level F1 feet to the F1 flame. And I appreciate you guys. Like, I make no apologies for labouring that point. And we're going to go in. Oh, dear. Far from ideal. Fail to prepare is to prepare to fail. Jomo's second channel. Let's go. So Lewis Hamilton podium potentially. Let's go. Get hype. I know I'm Jomo. I'm getting there, mate. I'm getting there. With right in time, right? T-minus 60 seconds away from a cheeky formation lap. What is Fox Sports doing? I have no idea, Michael. Jomo, you're a legend. And again, if you want to be an elite pedal like Jomo, there is a join button at the bottom of the channel somewhere around here, just underneath me. If you join the channel and support, appreciated each and every single time. Plus, you'll get access to the Discord. You will get access to a cheeky set of emojis, and so too you'll get priority in the chat and newsletter settings by yours truly. We are back, Louis, and I apologise for the purple sectors. We're going in EC. I apologise. We full started there for a second, but we're going in now. 233 meters down to turn 1A. Lucy's too busy promoting the F1 movie. I've been arguing with Shez of the Shakedown about this. I'm like, is Lewis gonna get some F1 done this year? Or are we busy like executive producing films all the bloody time? He'll do it. He'll have highlights. But already one race victory between Messrs Leclerc and Hamilton in the championship, by the way. It's important, right? That is important. We're not even halfway distance. Extend Lewis some grace, they say. He'll get there in the end. He will get there. Apparently they're prioritising him, aren't they? People are listening to the naysayers or the the passers-by who are saying that they need to prioritise Lewis because he knows how to win championship. He knows what championship winning teams look like and move like. Say less. Okay, I'll keep my trap shut. And we have a formation lap. And your boy Cameron can breathe. Here we go. Then we sync in. We'll sync up on the red lights. I will call out 1 red light, 2 red light, 3 red light, 4. And then lights out. Currently I'm seeing the cars pull out. I'll let you know when the last car pulls away from the grid, which is of course Nico Hulkenberg. He hasn't yet. Medium, hard, medium. Look at that. What about medium, medium, hard per last year? Possible F1 race strategies. Carlos, what's Carlos to know? Carlos, please. When it rains in Carlos Sainz, Philip pause. The car is stuck in first gear. Just sack it off, Carlos. Sometimes it's not your time, mate. Do you know what I mean? Get some rest. Fly back to Madrid early. Chill out. Get yourself on a sunbed. You know what I mean? Relax. Get some R&R in. Come back serious. Harder for Silverstone. Macon, it's chaos. He has. Yeah, I've given him money. You are right, Macon. They need to delete that, Joe. It's time to shine, Lewis. I don't think they're allowed to touch the car. Is the Fudge? We're going to get an aborted race start, aren't we? Unless Carlos Sainz can... 500 of you watching currently. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys are legends. Do me a favor and smash the like. Is Carlos pulling a Bradford? Carlos is having your pre-race. 100% Macon. Now I've given it to him, haven't I? Bless him. Look at him. Is he turning? No, he's not. Ah. Yeah, not the black flag, but you're going to have to... yeah, that's what I said, Harry Benjamin, about 2 minutes ago. They're going to have to abort the race start. No, it's not going to work, is it? They did waste a lot of time. What's going on here? Science has managed to get going. They've aborted. Yeah, no, I agree. I don't think they wanted to touch the car, Ted Kravitz, because you remember 1989 settings. Not allowed to touch a car. Again, roundly clapped by the orange contingent. Yeah, it has been chaotic, chat. Imagine. Absolute bonkers. Your boy losing his mind. My better half thinking that she can rock up 15 minutes late and that it's acceptable. And that she hasn't got bandwidth to send me a cheeky message to manage my expectations and let me know. This has to be Mohammed Ben Sulaim. Science Senior. Oh, yeah, look at that. He's the curse of MBS. This is chaos already. Why didn't they just send them around again? I don't know. I don't know. Because then they're not sensible, are they? Wow, what a frenetic start to a race, eh? Get the mechanics all over the shop. Yeah, the cooling's gonna... Oh my gosh, and now Carlos Sainz has got... Oh my God, Mate, this is Austria all over again, 2022 for Carlos Sainz, eh? Or 23. Car's on fire again. Just finish. Sack it off. It's not worth it, Carlos. Jump out, chap. Your life is more important than F1 here. What is going on? Carlos Sainz triggers an aborted start because his gears are locked in a... And then as he's going around, his car catches up. What are we doing here? Chaos, Delaney. Just forget it now. Just park it up, Carlos. Like, what are we doing? What, you're going to send him round again in a car that's caught fire? Nah, man, just sack it off. He's quite literally man on fire. Denzel Washington, Alicia Key. Like, what are we doing here? This is nonsense. What's happening, Cameron? So look, Carlos Sainz triggered an aborted start because he couldn't get going off the line. He's got something wrong with his gearbox. Now, as he's gone through the pits, he's managed to get his car restarted on the back of a cheeky push. He's flown through the pits, ready to start the race proper from the pits after the aborted start. And then, as he's pulled up at the end of the pits, it's 2023 all over for Carlos Sainz. And his car is on fire just like it was then in his Scuderia Ferrari car. Car's literally on fire. This is fired. The old move. What are we doing here? What's Carlos Sainz going to do then? Just sack it off now, surely, Carlos. What's the point, mate? Seems Carlos should get... Yeah, no, that's exactly what I'm saying, the Foxy. That's exactly what I'm saying, TFC. Get out the car, mate. Like, what's the point? Belated salutation. Crackosaurus, you're legends. Seems like Carlos should get out. Smooth operator. There's a literal fire. No way, nothing. He didn't get in there. Yeah, I think he's got that. Just sack it off now, Williams. T-minus 10 minutes until we get ourselves a formation. Jeez. 500 of you watching concurrently. Do me a favour, smash the like. So Williams have got 10 minutes to sort out their life and this car. I think why do they? This is just chaos now. What is the point? You either burn or you fade away, Carlos. No, mate, not literally. Oh, the humanity. What are we doing out here? Austrian Grand Prix formation lap after an aborted start in T-minus 8 minutes and 20 seconds. Bly me. Oh, the humanity. What are we doing here, chat? Chaos. Absolute chaos. Are there any UFC fans in the house? As we look to with a view to avoid burying the lead. Oh, Carlos, game over. No, from when the car catches on fire like that, there's nothing going on. I don't appreciate the game over analogy. Like, what are we doing? James Val's fuming. I'll tell you what the problem is. The DNS isn't a problem in and of itself, is it? Not really. What the problem is that the sponsors, look at Carlos's grey hair, all tinged. The problem is sponsors don't like seeing much their logo atop of a car ablaze. DNS, that's the issue. That's the issue. Stellantis or whatever they're called won't love this. This will be a very serious, stern meeting afterwards. Chaos. Chat, and it's Carlos. And it's Carlos of Order, I know. Ilya needs to be humbled, Easy G. Holy soak. Holy smoke. UFC is not transmitted in all Europe, Cameron. It's sad. Boxing is going downhill. UFC is where the contacts are. But I mean, UFC hasn't been great either. Apologies to those of you who aren't MMA fans, but UFC hasn't been doing fantastic of late. They needed to get the John Bones Jones fight, and he wasn't keen. With Aspinall. I messaged a friend earlier and said that this is what high level boxing looks like in a mixed martial arts arena. I don't think anybody's got UFC United Fan Club. UFC's I don't even know. Look at that, the Ultimate Fighting Championship. There is a chap, a Spanish fella called Ilya Topuria that's operating at a different level now from the rest of the Cena versus Punk. I didn't see it yet. I mean, those two guys are very old, aren't they? Geriatric PLC. Guys, does anyone know the name of the song on Sky F1 that was playing right before the commentary started? Boom, boom, boom. It was it's I think it's a Prodigy song. What's going on, Kyle? Good morning. Good morning. I hope you're good. Kyle, I needed you earlier, and I was spitting fire after my better half. I was fuming. Send a message if you're running late, surely. I thought messages were like 10 seconds long. Even if you're running 15, 20 minutes late, just... Miami Bold as legend. Welcome to the Elated Peddler Club, and I appreciate you. And I appreciate all of you for indulging me and paying any attention to my my F1 extemporaneous monologues. Do you know what I mean? Boy, that fight, Delaney. Whereas this one was in it. It was the right, and it was the mate. It might have been Firestarter. It might have been Breathe as well, though. Firestarter, one of my favourite tunes, by the way. Got them cooking on the grid. Got Alonso just dialing in. I like that. T minus 4 minutes and 20 seconds till we get ourselves a cheeky formation. God, I'm cooking. Holy smoke, how appropriate. Yeah. Right. Do one of these. Liam in the house, you are a legend as per usual. Far too kind. Mr. Bernie comments. Hitting Lewis hard on Scott. I didn't even hear. I haven't heard. What did Bernie say? That Lewis is done for? Doesn't surprise me, mate. Doesn't surprise me. What's going on, Leroy? I hope you're good. It's going to get techie. We are T minus 30, T minus 3 minutes and 45 seconds away from a second attempted formation. Make sure there's plenty of water. I want it dripping, mate. Says King George Russell of Kingsley, Norfolk. Oh, the humanity. Daft Punk Outlands, maybe. I don't know. Should we go through it? Should we go through context again? Now let's just chat. Let's just chat. The legend that is Law VS in attendance today. For those of you guys who are fans of the ladder man. I don't know whether this helps or hinders Lando, you know. I think the extra time to contemplate might actually work against Lando Norris if indeed his mission, should he choose to accept it, is to make it through to turn 1 in first place. 230 metres lest we forget. But I mean, he's made it. There's been shorter run-ins and Lando's still lost the place. Do you know what I mean? Come on, Lando. Come on, make a mug of me, chap. Make a mug of me. You've got this. Lando Norris 1.0. Or maybe he has. I don't know. I suppose, to be fair to him, at least he hasn't got Max breathing down his neck. Charles is a killer, but not less of a killer than Max. I know if Lando had the option to pick who would start behind him, he'd choose, or alongside him even, he would choose Charles Leclerc every single day of the week, wouldn't he? Every single day of the week, without compunction. Oh, and by the way, ordinarily we get a 71 lap race, but we've already completed 1 lap. The aborted formation. Is that right? That is right. That is right. Oh, yeah. $60 left on the docket. Here he is, Yuki Tsunoda, starting from 7,000th place. I should have cracked it. It's not funny. Really not funny. Especially not if we're thinking about Yuki Tsunoda. The probability that he remains a going concern into 2026 in F1 at all. At all. Good afternoon, Leroy. I hope you're good, mate. You march or supporting where are you really? People don't like the cockiness of Ilya Topuria, but I like multilingual. I don't hate it from Ilya. He's some of the best boxing technically that I've ever seen in UFC. I mean, there was Chuck Liddell once upon a time, who was a bit of a knockout merchant, but he was all very wide. You know what I mean? If you get him into if you get him in with, I don't know, an Emmanuel Stewart or a Freddie Roach, they're going to pick apart his step. But in stark contrast, Ilya Topuria is all here. Everything straight and light. Ilya Topuria is who I'd hoped Cody Garbrandt would become. For a while there, Cody looked like he had that level of technical boxing to run roughshod over the UFC for many years to come, but he was flawed technically. All right then. Let's be off with you. Got ourselves a cheeky formation lap. Hopefully no stop. Have we got another staller? Oh my gosh. There's another staller at the back. Oh no, there we go. I thought it was Hulkenberg. Hulkenberg manages to get running just barely. 500 of you in the chat concurrently. Do me a favour and smash the like. For the sake of Easy G at the very least. Come on, Lando. Come on, Lando. Quite me happy. Do something, Lando. Come on. Make it into P1 at least. Make it into turn 1 in P1 at least. Is that too much to ask? Come on, Lando. Here's hoping, mate. Wishing you the best, chap. Oh, friend of the channel, Mr. Windsor, calling for an easy win for Lando Norris today. That's Mr. Windsor, who's never a million miles away from the truth, right? Far be it for me to defer or to disagree and diverge from Peter Windsor's prediction. Easy win for Lando. Who have you got? Who have you got, chat? 52%. What is going on with my bloody tech here? I swear to... You just can't even write. You can't write it. Honest, genuinely, beggars belief. Coming out, honestly, I'm all over the shop. 725 even in the chat concurrently. We're about to get a race start. Let's sync on me. I will go 1 red, 2 red, 3 reds, 4 reds, and then lights out. I'll commentate it. So then we'll go. We'll get it. We'll sync together. Nervous, chat. Really bloody nervous. Verstappen takes out Lawson. Behave. I'm like 60 seconds ahead. Macon, chill out, mate. 700 of you in the chat concurrently. Let's get ourselves up to 200 likes as we are about to be lights out. I'm nervous as fudge. Oh, look, they've gone. My audio, my visual aren't synced. Oh, no, we are synced. Go on, we are all lined up. Okay, too much. Yeah, we are all lined up. And I've just got the picture of the safety car. 19 cars on the grid, no colour sights. We have 1 red, 2 red, 3 red, 4 red lights, 5 red lights. And we are lights out. Lando Norris has got a decent start here. But Charles going to push it. Ooh! Charles immediately covers. And Charles Leclerc trying to get a sniff. Oh my gosh. Charles Leclerc sacrificed second place to Oscar Piastri. Oh, the humanity, Darius. Am I the only one unable to send a super chat? Behave yourself, Darius. I hope not. Oscar Piastri having a go at Lando Norris already. Trying to catch like. Oh no! Antonelli Adu! No! What are we doing? This is chaos. Max Verstappen all the way. Antonelli and Verstappen have tangled. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Lewis Hamilton is on one as well. Look at that. Lewis Hamilton round the outside of George Russell, but George isn't having it. Be careful, George. Seed, sir. You haven't got the pace. Go on into your biggest losers. Verstappen, Antonelli, looks like both of them are out potentially, having had a cheeky coming together. Oh my gosh, Max Verstappen comes out the car. Oh my goodness. Max Verstappen is donezo. Cheeky incident with Kimi Antonelli. Oh my gosh, Max Verstappen vengeance. This is going to be like Dark Storm. Do you know what I mean? This is going to be dangerous levels of vengeance. He's going to look to usurp Kimi Antonelli out the team. Oh my goodness. The championship chat. First big mistake for Kimi. We are going to see it again. I doubt that Max would have made a mistake. Max waving to the crowd. Is that pathetic fantasy? Is that something deeper? Is that a farewell wave? Red Bull. Farewell wave. Max Verstappen keen to understand. What did you do, Kimi? Kimi saying that he had a bit of it. Kimi looks like from his hands saying he had a bit of an oversteer instant. Oh my gosh, can we appreciate Charles and Lewis' subtle teamwork in blocking Russell 100%? We're going round. We are safety car circumstance were to remove the car. The dog-ish of an RB21 car. Not good enough. Not fit for purpose. Not commensurate for Maximilian Verstappen. Pole at Austria. What did we do? Oh, Darius, you're far too kind, so I appreciate you each and every single time. So we're going to get a replay at the start. Cameron, shut up, says Prime R9. You can't tell me to shut up, Prime R9. With the name Prime R9, my favourite footballer of all time. Oh, don't stop it there. Darius, you're a legend. I appreciate you each and every single time, sir. A proper legend. Oscar Piastri's onto one, isn't he? Yeah, Charles Leclerc sniffed first and sacrificed in doing so second. Oh, Oscar, nice placement. Kimi Antonelli. Kimi Antonelli thought he was Checo Perez, didn't he? At the Mexican Grand Prix a couple years ago, or last year even. What's he doing? Oh my God. Oh my God. my God. Not the rear. As he was saying, he had a bit of an incident, but he was going too hot, man. This is not F125. You know what I mean? What's he doing? Oh, for crying out loud, please. That I think he you must always leave space. You must always, in the word of Carlos Sainz, leave a space. And that's exactly what Kimi Antonelli didn't do. He didn't leave sufficient distance. Max season is over. All seem to be 5-time, eh? Never back against Max Verstappen. Jeez. Does that affect Max's ability to use the get out of jail? No. I don't know the stipulations of the performance clause, but I don't think it will be if he's outside of the top two. Julian Serasoli says if he's outside of the top two at halfway of the season, therefore after the British Grand Prix next time round, then as I understand it, he can push the button on a cheeky performance clause and null and void his contract, which as it stands goes through to 2028. Lando Norris gets away nicely in safety car, but leaves Oscar Piastri fending off a Charles Leclerc. Oof. Oh, the humanity. Oh, the humanity. That's chaos, chat. Unbelievable chaos. So what happens when you're in the carbon fibre zone with the Kimi Antonelli muggles? Sometimes it just goes down like that. Go on then. Gabriele Bortoletto in 8th. Still, this is a good point. I'll tell you what the chaos is. The DRS is going to be chaos going forward. Only 10 turns, remember, on this very short lap, and we're doing 70 cycles of it. Oof. Go on. Oscar Piastri is going to want to do something quickly because I think he knows that Lando Norris early's. Oh my. George Russell on. Oh my gosh. George on Lewis, behave yourself. George ran the outside. He's haranguing Lewis, knowing all the while that off the safety car is potentially a weak spot for Sir Lewis, if indeed he has any weak spots. Mr. Goat settings, don't leave us, Benzie. Chaos. Unbelievable chaos. That was an esport, yeah. I think he had to get out of the way of the horse in front of him, wasn't it? And so in trying to get out of the way of the car or horse, whatever car it was in front of Kimi Antonelli, he ended up carrying it. He was just going in too hot. All this was planned so that Max can trigger the exit clause. Oh, imagine if he triggers the exit clause and goes alongside George Russell, sacks off, and they sack off Kimi Antonelli. Oh, the humanity. Mied. T-minus 66 laps remaining. Lando Norris goes purple on a 110.254. It was just closed the door under braking, says George Russell. Standard complaining. Standard brinksmanship, button is our friend. You're a legend, Jomo. Please do me a favour and smash the like. Cheeky look at Max Verstappen. Max is like, well, it was resigned look, isn't it? Just a resigned look. George needs to chill. Kimi looks so uncomfortable, though. That could be his teammate next year. Imagine us looking back at this footage next year when Max Verstappen is wearing Mercedes overalls. 0.8 is the gap between your two key protagonists in Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri. Shortly thereafter, it's Leclerc, it's Hamilton, it's George Russell. Your biggest winners off the start. Alex Albon up 5 places into 7th. Behrman up 4 places into 11th, although a lot of that is courtesy of DNFs. Biggest losers, Max Verstappen DNFs, Antonelli DNFs. Oh, the humanity. Carlos Sainz didn't even make it because his reaction, Max Verstappen towards Kimi, shows teammates. Always hate to see that, but Max was the right person to recognise himself in the kid. Oof. True. Max did used to make a couple of mistakes, not dissimilar to that 2050, 2060. Oscar Piastri. I thought Oscar was about to make that. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not gonna fib. Oscar's getting close, and he's gonna start to have sniffs. When doesn't George Russell really cry? It's a good shout. Sedan Oscar very nearly, eh? He doesn't really miss those, Oscar. As soon as I saw him like pull out, I thought that he was gonna stick the landing. Genuinely. Oh, here we go again. into turn 1, eh? Too many DRSs. Yeah, trying to concentrate on the race. Oscar up to second. Oscar is up to no good in second. Whilst the slap from Oscar Piastri, 109. He's got pace in hand. 0.5 is the delta. But again, per the commentary, Karan Chanduk, he's going to have to do it soon, isn't he? And Oscar Piastri will have watched overtaking manoeuvres into turn 3. He'll understand what needs to be done. Listen, he's got to play 4 and 5 moves ahead. Although Oscar will be wary now. Ooh, Oscar. Your call on the racing situation. You are free to race. Oh, the humanity. Oscar Piastri, by the way, for context, in the press conference pre-race, said, listen, I just want fair. I don't want preferential treatment. I just want fairness. And Oscar Piastri will be looking at these upgrades that give Lando the ability to understand what the car's doing more so through the steering wheel than before. Thinking, whatever happened to equal treatment? Now we're upgrading the car at the altar of Lando Norris's durable competitive advantage. Your call, Oscar. Let's go. Focus, Lando. He's going to have to focus. He's got 63 laps. Put the hammer down. Yeah, priority. Well done, Karan Chanduk. Lead car priority as far as undercuts and overcuts going into a 2-stop race ostensibly. Look at the distance to third already. Chaos, mate. Look at that. It has been 7 laps. And they are 4 seconds down the road from Charles Leclerc. Oh, the humanity. That's 0.6 a lap, eh? No, chat, I don't want this. I don't want a one-car championship. It's quite sad. Really, really makes me sad, you know that? 550, if you're watching Kokona, do me a favour, you know what to do already. Put a wheel up the inside of that like button. Please. 1 second, nearly outside of DRS. Are we about to witness a procession, ladies and gentlemen? The jury is certainly setting up that way. Is he not? Oscar is a killer. Stone cold. He's got to tee something up here, though. No need to look at anybody else, eh? It's just train. Nothing else is going on up and down the grid. For the avoidance of doubt, however, we have 62 laps left. There are 9 in the books. Lando Norris currently has the whip hand conspiracy. Toto and Matt's planned this so that Matt's can trigger the clause. Matt's would have been able to trigger the clause anyway, I think. How sad is this? Go on then. Lando Norris currently leads on a 109.39 for Crackosaurus. You're an absolute legend and I appreciate you. Ad infinitum. Without compunction, in perpetuity. Lando Norris is, and those who have just become members, do me a favour, get yourself over to the community tab, get yourself over to the Discord, leverage your privilege, newsletter, Discord, so 2 emojis and priority in the chat each and every single time by dint of your colourful new names. Do you know what I mean? All eyes on Oscar. Oscar's closing up again. Turn 3, it might be turn 3, chap. I think Oscar will be aware that turn 3 is a potential weakness for Lando Norris as far as his very unique brand of automotive pugilism. Who have you got, chat? Go on, we need to get a second poll out there, don't we? You guys let me know. Who do you think? The 56%. Oh, Oscar playing chess here. 2021 settings. Facility. Lando's offline. Lando's offline all over the shop here. He's losing his... Oh my gosh, Lando. Mate. I think Oscar knows that Lando can be pressured. Do you know what I mean? That you can get him to make a mistake. Just like Damon thought about Michael Schumacher 1994 Adelaide. That there is a way, if you stay in his dirty air for long enough, if your tyres can sustain it. Oh, what? Norris, cheeky oversteer. He's being pressured all over the shop. He can't take the pressure, chat. Oscar Piastri goes close. Goes on his side. Oh, my. Lando Norris got the undercut. He's switched back time for Lando Norris. He needs to stick this because it's gone so for him otherwise. Oh, but he's got, clever from Lando. He got the DRS, but Oscar still in there around the outside. Now he got, cheeky lockup from Oscar. Very clever from Lando. We've got racing chat. Oh, the humanity, but Oscar's not letting this go. He goes up the inside, but he doesn't want it. He backs out because he wants to keep the slipstream. Look at this. Almost more powerful. They're setting it up now. This has become a sim race. Whoever can get DRS and then get the thing. Oscar gave him that back. This is racing proper. Incredible. I don't hate this. I think he needs to keep him under pressure though, Oscar. Interesting the way Oscar backed out of that though. Like quite deliberately, with a view to get the DRS and keep the pressure. This is one of those ones. It's almost like you want to be, if you're going to be first, you want to be first on the checkered flag lap. Do you know what I mean? The 71st lap of this race. It's almost like Oscar gave him that back quite deliberately, knowing that whenever he's ready again, potentially he can get it back. He can just, with a bit of pressure, he can take Lando Norris's eye off the prize. Unbelievable. Lando 2.0 update complete. Crackosaurus potentially. That was clever. It was clever from Lando, but I think Oscar's got something in his back. I think he knows now. I think he's will tolerate this type of one car chat. I agree with you, Neil. I agree with you. That was quite good. Yikes, this race is cooking now. Agreed. Bortoletto. Is Bortoletto going outside? Which Alpine is that? Gasly. Be careful. Okay, currently the delta between Lando and... Don't even look. Just put the camera back on the McLaren bods, to be fair, please. I don't really... Who have you got, chat? I need to get the poll out. Strong inkling one way or the other here for me. 50% of you quite rightly called that Lando Norris was going to make it through to turn one. The question is, though, is he going to make it through to the end of lap 71 in the lead? Can he hold off Oscar here? Who have you got? You guys let me know. Match championship is over with Cam. I know. He certainly feels like that. But we'll never back against Max Verstappen. Do you know what I mean? Not if past his prologue. $560 of you watching concurrently. Do me a favour and smash the like. No, this race isn't boring. I'll tell you that much for free. Porto won't let it go. Match championship might well be done, Michael. You might be onto something there, mate. I mean, what's going to be the delta here is that's the problem. Max only won 5 GPs since Diddy break ban. There's Michael. We're going to talk about inertia valve, fiddle brake. So I think Mark Hughes put together the best expose on fiddle brake and whether it's a true thing. And in there, he said something to this effect. That if fiddle brake were a thing, then when you take it off, the gap between Red Bull... Oh my gosh, Oscar Piastri on DRS hard again. I almost feel like Oscar's using DRS. Got a plan here as Oscar. 0.4 is the delta between Oscar and Lando. I think the case against the fiddle brake is that if you're going to take something off the car, off the Red Bull RB20 last year, like a fiddle brake, a third brake or second brake, even third pedal, whatever you want to call it, then what you'd expect to see is the whole field gapping Red Bull, right, or closing the gap at least. That's not what happened. It was Mercedes and McLaren only. Oscar Piastri. Oh my gosh, Oscar Piastri. Oscar Piastri is a shark around here. Look at that. Lando Norris is a sitting duck, isn't he? He's a sitting duck, Lando. Look how look. Do you see how Oscar takes the wide line through turn 4 or turn 3 even, so he can get on the throttle? He's moving differently here, Oscar. He's read Jeff Crammond's micropose. He's doing the V line so he can get on the throttle. Oh, look at that. Each and every single time you see where he's taking the line wider earlier than Lando so he can get on the throttle sooner with a view to set up and overtake at the end of the show. I'm telling you, Oscars, ladies and gentlemen of the F1 jury, we have ourselves a race, a proper race. T-minus 56 laps left on the docket. This is chaos. I don't mind this chat, to be honest. Who have you got? 68% if you say Oscar. There is a feeling of inevitability about the Aussie, isn't there? There is a feeling of inevitability about that chat. He's forensic with his cop. We're going to see him today. We're going to see him. Because Lando's quick. 0.6 is the delta between the two papaya coloured boys. Oof! Lando's not fully thinking in front of him. If he catches some clean air, he's in front. Proper at front. It is proper. Go on then. I think as a neutral, you want Lando to hang in there for as long as possible, you know. Look at him. Look, do you see the wide line that Oscar keeps taking, chat? So he can get on the throttle sooner. He's just measuring Lando. I think Oscar's got this, chat. Lift and coast, Charles Leclerc. What's the point? Just throw that SFT5 Scuderia Ferrari car in the bin. Lando is look at Lando. He's messy on his entries and his. Look at this. He's all over the shop. Turn 10. He's losing time. He's on the dust. He's like, what's he doing? Oh no, Alex Albon DNF. I stopped caring when Max was like, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you, Gun TV. I hear you. Alex Albon. Lando complaining about tyre wear, defending from Oscar. You want to do, mate? This is papaya rules. Lando Norris, what do you expect? 700 of you in the chat concurrently. This is intriguing. Oscar Piastri keeps doing his thing. Lando knows already. Opportunity. He's missing an apex, isn't he? Yeah. Oscar's taking the white. I tell you what. Oh my God, what's happening, float? Oh no. We hate Lando. I don't hate Lando. I see why people don't like Lando. Can we crash to Nelly? I might have to make some calls here, McLaren. Do you know what I mean? 69% of you pause. Oh my gosh, Yuki. They may as well, the production may as well just put the camera, have a fixed camera on the McLarens now. Between now and the end of the race. Not really interested in Yuki Tsunoda for like 2000th place. Lando Norris is gapping. He's put his head down a little bit. But he's squirrely on exits every time. Squirrely. Oh, Yuki. He's managing as well, yeah. Lando has to manage. Oh, but he's wide. Look at this. Careful of track infringements. Maybe he's gone wide there deliberately to take minimum speed. Now is the time when it's experimentation, isn't it? Feels like Oscar's setting him up. Right, let's have a look. What's the deltas, chat? 0.8. Just using the DRS. Here's what I think Oscar's doing. Go on, and remember, the first stint is meant to be lap 2021. The next couple of laps is where the pit stops will start. Oh, the humanity. Look at the gap between Piastri and Leclerc, by the way. 6.7. Oh, the humanity. My faith in British spirits is restoring. Not just yet. Not just yet. He ain't playing. Oscar feels like he's setting him up, isn't it? Look at the way he's taking these turns. Although not great there in turn on. George Russell in the pits, 2.4 seconds. Sees opportunity in a cheeky undercut potentially. Don't hate it. Renegan TV, you're a legend. Thank you for becoming the latest member. And thank you, Darius, and thank you, Krakosaurus, for being ever so kind, legends. Hey, what a weird message. If we get passed by Oscar, then we do this. If we don't get passed by Oscar, then we do this. Yeah, that is crazy, Kyle. You're right. Put some respect on Bortoletto's mate. Running around in 5th for now. 22nd down the road from the race lead. Landon, oh my gosh. Shoot, that was very close. Holy smoke. Oscar tried one, but he locked up big time there, his front right. That'll be a massive flat spot now. Oof. Box. There we go. Lando gets the shout. Box. Because now he's got Delta right. 0.8. Hang on. What's my gap saying? 0.08. Oh, because Lando knows he's boxing. Go on then. Let's look at let's look at Oscar's times now. This is gonna be where it's gonna get techie. Piastri is 1:10.9 last time round. I reckon Oscar's gonna put the hammer down here now. 3.1 seconds slow pit stop. Oscar Piastri's about to start going purple, I reckon. That's what, sorry, I'll just switch temporarily so I can see these. On 10.9 last time round. Let's see what Oscar comes out with now. Sabotage. Three's it in. I mean 3.1. They've given away a second there for Lando in the pits. Oh no, the flat spot. Let's see how, if he hadn't got that flat spot, he was told, let's see your pace now in free air. But for the flat spot, 109.2, fastest lap from Oscar Piastri. There it is. There it is. Oh, the humanity, chat. Oh, the humanity. There is a poll out there. 700 of you watching good currently. Oscar just goes in and pumps the fastest. Jeez. I know, sorry, 110.6. What am I talking about? Ignore me. 110.6, still significantly. Flat spot looks okay to continue. Yeah, it's not pleasant, but it's okay. How cool is this dude? Unbelievable. Andrew Benson said earlier in the week that he thinks that Oscar might be the coolest F1 driver as far as his manner that he's ever seen. More so. As Hulkenberg gets a sexy move done on Behrman in turn 1. Ah. In front of Bortoletto now, having pitted. Bortoletto's gone on to media. Tell you what, I'm keen to see. All eyes on it. So 110. No, right, Bernie, the reason why they didn't stop Oscar is because they're looking for a tyre offset late in the race. That's why, Bernie, you should know this. You know what I mean? Strategic legend. Cam, why is Colapinto still in F1? Not for long, Michael. Don't hold your breath, mate. This is his 5th race, lest we forget. And he was only promised 5. T-minus 48 laps remaining. We have ourselves a race between Lando's 18 seconds now, yeah. So that Lando's well pulled the undercut. But again, they're putting on Piastri team, Piastri. He's so cool. Yeah. Go on, the Curran. Tyre offset towards the end of the race. Curran Chandler could be talking. You see, this is why I'm going to cancel my Sky Sports F1. Like, I disagree with commentators You don't add value. He was saying what we were saying. That's bull feathers. Oscar should have pitted with the flat spot, favouring Lando. Do you think so? Big lap of Oz. No. Umant says, wasn't the asymmetrical braking a conspiracy myth? As far as I remember, it was a Team RH Twitter handle that's done. No, so Peter Windsor had a word. I put it to Peter Windsor, team winning, well, championship winning team manager, and he put it to some of his racing engineer mates. Oscar Lando being told he's doing a good job. He's doing a good job. He's eating into that, but he's going to pay. He's going to pay for that towards the end of the race. Do you see this? Oscar Piastri is putting all his eggs in the tyre offset basket towards the dying embers of this race. It's going to get techie. He's investing in later on, right? He's investing. Is Oscar. Big brain, PhD. Yeah, immediate response. Just knew what's going on. I mean, you can't do the same thing, right? Because it's just going to... No. Here comes Oscar now. Let's see how fast let's see how fast they turn this one around, Coyote. Greater than, less than or equal to 3 seconds for this pit stop, chat. All eyes on it. 2 point something, I reckon. Slower. No, that's a 4 second pit stop. 3.4. 0.3 slower than Lando. No. Sabotage. Oh. It's all right. It's not that long. It's not sufficiently longer. Should have went long, Easy G. I don't hate it. I think the risk was that he was going to get overtaken on track 8. That's what they were scared of. Scuderia Ferrari in the hands of Charles Leclerc, now out in front last time round on an 11.4. Oh, the front left. What's he doing? Front left. The bod didn't even take it off, mate. What's going on? What are we doing here? Is this F1 or is this like NASCAR? Sort it out, chat. That's really bad. %, JP. It's not good enough. Sometimes circumstance. Look at that. 2.3 from Ferrari. There we go. 2.3. Front left sabotage. Chaos. Lewis Hamilton being left out. Is he going to try and do a one stop here, Lewis? No. May as well try something, eh? T minus 45 laps. Listen, housekeeping settings. Do me a favour and smash the like. It matters. It enables the YouTube algorithm to know that I'm not out here talking bull feathers all the time. At least 700 of you, and I'm grateful for each and every single one of you. I will not make any apology for labouring that point. Ferrari is going to show McLaren what quick pit stops are true. 2 seconds apiece. With Frederick Vasseur and his family bereavement front and centre of mind. That's why Fred Vasseur is not a bum in a seat, as at the Austrian Grand Prix. Look at this. 2 seconds. Wow, that's 1.9. 2.2. I thought that was 1.9. That was so rapid. Lewis Hamilton's pit stop. Forza Ferrari. That's not bad. I thought that was a 1.9. I would have bet my life. It just looked very, very quick. Lewis's one. Yeah, the Ferrari's pit crew are reminiscent of a Jonathan Wheatley-led sporting director, ex-sporting director. George Russell, Charles Leclerc at the inside of an Aston. Lonzo. I know it's neat. I'm a bit upset because I kind of wanted to see McLaren just fighting nearly. Nearly. I'm zeroing everything off tonight anyway. Not a good look. Sabotage. So go on then. It's split, isn't it? Both McLaren on hards. And they'll go mediums for the final stint. Circa 20 laps. Okay, so we're on lap 28. 48 remaining. So they go hards for another. Oscar Piastri told the overtake attempt was too marginal. We can't do that again. Oscar Piastri. Radio silence. So they're going to do another 22 laps on these tyres about, and then come in for another set of mediums. The top two at least come in for another set of mediums and go 20 laps. Although I did nearly sabotage, didn't I? ECG, did you see? Stu, what is this? I desperately want to take it off, but it's not a good look underneath here. Not at the moment, anyway. Your boy will sort it out overnight. Expectations ruin all genuine surprise, mate. I love that. I was getting into my Shakespeare bag overnight. That brevity is the soul of humour, or something like that. Need some new phrases. What's going on, Jetcraft Vampire? You're a legend. 42 laps remaining. We are. It's interesting. Sadly, though, the way that McLaren have played this is that they've backloaded all the excitement. Now we're going to get 20 lap sprint race as Oscar Piastri tries to make the title. Ultimately, though, I think this is a smart move from Oscar. The flat spot meant that he wasn't going to put in a Michael Schumacher in and out lap and jump Lando Norris, and so too the pit stops didn't help him out. 3.3 versus 3.1. Oscar feels like he's the better racer, right, Vince? I don't. Hang on, Lewis. I don't hate that. Lewis round the outside. 2 trailer park goals go round the outside. Don't hate that from Lewis. Last time round 110. Oof. But look, they're a second down the road, those McLarens, eh? Look at that. Go on then. The delta between the McLaren boys now in the effective lead and second. 6.3 seconds. They told Oscar Piastri the delta would be about 4.5. But again, remember, towards the end of this race, he's going to have a big tyre offset. Although, you start to think whether it's... I think it's better for Oscar to weaponise the pressure, you know. I think it's better that he's just close behind Lando, breathing down his neck for the remaining 41 laps. That's the issue. There is... Gassi says, I have no grip. This is effing crazy. I'm about to spin every corner. Wow. Are you having that, Franco? Or Yuki even? Unbelievable. Crash incoming. Ah! There, crash incoming. For crying out loud, Tsunoda. That's so clumsy. 5-second penalty, Yuki Tsunoda, instantly. What are you doing, chap? You've got to be more sensible than that. No, but Harry Benjamin, hang on. Colapinto hasn't been fantastic, but you can't blame him for previous sins for this instance, no? That was Yuki's fault. Yuki washed out a cheeky oversteer moment. Nah, mate, you can't do that, Yuki. Sorry. The back of that is Tsunoda-san. It's not good. Oh, Tsunoda. Colapinto's an innocent passenger by 5 seconds at least. Done, isn't he? And damage. Just retire the car. What's the point? Look at Yuki Tsunoda, the way he pulls away, just fuming. He's upset. He's vexed. He's fuming. He's had it up to here. Ted Kravitz said this is exactly what happens when Max Verstappen goes out on lap 1. You've just got no height. It's true though, Louis, right? He's nailed that. When Max goes out on lap 1, you've got nothing. If you're Red Bull, and this is why they need to do their damnedest to keep that fella, right? Might be too late already, if I'm honest. It might be too late for Colapinto. It might be too late for Red Bull if they want to keep Max. Pierre Vacher and Enrico Balbo have a lot to answer for, ladies and gentlemen of the F1 jury. A lot. T-minus 38 laps left on the docket. Runners and riders are as follows: Lando Norris, Piastri, Leclerc, Hamilton, Lawson, 5th. Fernando Plan Alonso, Russell, Bortoletto, Hulkenberg, Gasly, Liam Lawson, driver of the day, and he running with 2 red cars with a yellow badge and black prancing Corsa. I don't hate that. GR always kills his tyres when chasing it. Yeah, he's on it, isn't he? He's on it. He wants some of that Lewis Hamilton. He uses Lewis as the benchmark. He always says, well, Lewis is one of the best ever and I beat him 2 races, 2 seasons even. So what does that make me, is what George is saying. Putting him in jail. Weird Colapinto's driving seems much improved after that incident. It's almost as if he's waking up. Yeah, just jarred him. That happens in the UFC sometimes. Sometimes they knock them out. And as they're trying to finish them, the next punch wakes them up. Mention their names: Czech Congo and Pat Barry. Weird. Very, very weird. Slowson woke up. Piastri catching Norris. 5.6 is a good shout. It was 6.5 seconds. Now the delta is 5.6. So Oscar's got to eke out that slowly but surely, right, using the tyre offset, that he can present himself for the race victory as at lap 71 at the altar of a tyre offset. He will have a tyre offset, and it will be a big one. Kayori called it, as always. The debacle that is Tsunoda-san. Yuki 10-second penalty. Oh no. Oh, the humanity. They're rooting for Lando. They like him. I see why they like Lando. I get it. It's quite nice to them in the interviews. Do you know what I mean? Endearing. I saw the F1 movie. Jose says 7 out of 10. Oof. I just hear. I listen to a load of podcasts, and every time I hear them talk about it, it's like, wow, the story doesn't tell itself. It needs some translation. Oscar chipping away, but I don't think it'll be enough, says Nature Guy. Let's have a word. Let's have a word on the final stint. The last 10 laps of Lunchbox ain't having it today. Lando, wake up. 5.3 seconds in the gap as Oscar. Freudian slip. Look at that. As Oscar does a 109.2 last tour. 5.4. T minus 35 laps left. Oscar but pit. No. Why must Oscar not pit first? Why must Oscar pit first? Big lap of us. No. Oscar will 1000% pit second. 1,000. No chance. Unless something happens. Now you guys understand why we're all glazing Max. This is the real value of a Red Bull car. I know that they dare not say that the Red Bull, the RB21 is a rocket ship. Not after this. You know what I mean? Where's Tsunoda-san? Nowhere. Drop dead last of the runners. Car is a... today. Tsunoda-san. Oh, the humanity. It's not looking good for Yuki, is it? Go on then. 5.4, the delta between Oscar and Lando. We're going to have ourselves a race on our hands in the dying embers. Let me have a listen to what Oscar's saying. I'm just listening back to the pit wall. The message to Oscar Piastri saying that manoeuvre was a bit too much. It's too marginal. We can't have that again. Just feedback. To which Oscar Piastri says nothing. It's game time. No points for Red Bull this weekend. Chaos. It's really, really bad. Makes me feel sad, chat, that this feels like the end of days. Checkmate, Easy G. Do you think so? You're backing your guy, Easy G? I think towards the end of the race, it's going to get tricky. I think that gap helps Lando. 5.5 second. Lando strikes me as the type of dude that when you're like on his gearbox, he loses a tenth or two. The pressure does something to him, right? And I think the fact that he's got 5.5 seconds in hand now won't help Oscar. White Racing Bull of Isaac Hadjar. Don't know that. Colapinto going sinking like a stone. Hey, look at that. Yeah, I think to the point. I think Leclerc has got speed in hand over Lewis for now. Not even close. You know, it's not like Lewis is being held up. Do you know what I mean? So although Sir Lewis Hamilton fans, stands extremists and fundamentalists, including Mama Cameron, would love to see them do a switchery. I don't think they're motivated, not by first-hand evidence. Not close enough. Look at that. 4 seconds diff. I don't think Lando's suddenly lost pace. I think Oscar's just been gradually eking away at that. Do you know what I mean? Hacking away at that delta like a tree. 700 of you in the chat can currently do me a favour and smash a like. It's a bit hot over here in the UK, so I apologise if I'm less chatty than usual. It's a bit techie. Lots of time. Agreed, Macon. You've nailed it. 800 of you in the chat can currently do me a favour and smash a like. I make no apologies for labouring the point. I am grateful ad infinitum to each and every single one of you who make this channel. My name is above the door, of course, but it ceases to exist. It only survives to drive because of you guys. Promise. Warrior Consolidated. Now, if you want to become a member, then, you know what I mean? Crackosaurus, Darius levels. Do yourselves a favour. Warrior Consolidating. I mean, it'd be good if one of them could get. Be good if one of them could get on the podium, eh? At least he doesn't have any close walls to climb. Kayori would be nice. Lando just smiling and humming to himself. Lad. He needs to get his head in for the last part of the race, chat. Is what Lando needs to do. 4.2 seconds in the delta. It's down from 6.5. T-minus 31 laps remaining. This is going to be interesting. Remember, got another 11 laps on these hard compound tyres. Have the McLaren boys. I expect Lando Norris to pit in about 11 laps. Oscar Piastri will pit in at about 12 or 13. And then you get the final stint, and then it's tyre offset. Real racing between your two title contenders in OJP and Lando Norris. And we're going to see what Lando Norris is made of today, I'm telling you. If he gets over the line and gets himself 25 points, he will have earned them. Oscar Piastri ain't giving this away. You know it because he didn't even respond when they said it was too ambitious, his move. No talking now. Piastri is indeed coming. Retorter. Oh, the humanity. I'm here for it. 3.3 seconds, chat. You see this? It's going to happen just like this in the final stint as well. Because he's got more tyres, ain't he? Should we check? Let's have a quick check what the tyre situation is saying. Look at that. Oscar's tyres are 4 laps younger. Oh. Oh. Let's go. It was always going to be this way. For as much as that McLaren MCL 3.9 can mitigate for its tyres degging, 4 laps counts. It means something. It's always going to be like this. Yo-yo effect. Oh, the humanity. Karan Chandak copying us again. Pit graphic has cut off. All right then, Oscar. Championship winning time, Lando Norris. Is it Lando 1.0 or is it Lando 2.0 now? You tell me which one this is. You told me. Karan Chandak knew, did know. This is Lando Brain Stroll. 3.0 is the delta. 3 seconds flat. Oh, the humanity. 29 laps remaining and I can barely contain my excitement. Let's go. Who have you got, chap? Got a poll going on. Who have you got for the race win to save a dying puppy? Oscar Piastri, 58% of you have got him. Oscar can't one stop. He will get got no easy G. He's going to do exactly what Lando is, and he's going to profit. The tyre offset, the fact that he stopped later, he's going to yield freaks towards the end. This is, chat, do you remember 2021 COTA? Do you remember Lewis Hamilton was attacking a Max Verstappen then in the dying embers of a Grand Prix with fresher, much fresher tyres? And Max Verstappen then had kept some time back in hand and was able to defend. This is where you'll see whether it's Lando 0.9, Lando 2.0, Lando 0.5. This is where you see whether it's Lando Norris proper. Here's where you'll start to understand the difference between Max's levels and Lewis's when he's at his Weetabix and Lando's. Because I'm not sure that Lando will be able to defend an onrushing. Oscar Piastri on the same tyres had plenty in hand to challenge Lando Norris. I think he could have got the overtaking manoeuvre done, but I think he chose not to. Quite deliberately. I think he's got time in hand here, Oscar. I think he was just sizing up, just as he did Max a couple of races ago when Max was slowing that RB21. Oh, wow. Is he just quicker everywhere now? They said, chat, do you remember Zach Brown said that if there's anywhere where Oscar's quicker, it's higher speed. He's braver in the higher speed turns. Is Oscar? Oh, the humanity. Pit stop window, they say 46 to 52. 863 of you watching concurrently. This is going to get techie. T minus 28 laps left on the Austrian Grand Prix docket. And this is going to get techie. Easy, G. I'm a McLaren fan. Are you a Charles fan, Nate? Well, I need that, Nate, to be fair. And breathe. Take a breath. Lando already. Do you see that? Do you see the problem with Lando as far as his mental? Who comes over to go, get your head down? Can you imagine Michael Schumacher or Senna in his pomp? Oh, my God. Lando says, is Oscar just faster everywhere? Mate, get your head down, Lando. It's not the time for small talk. Of course, he's got the tyre offset. That, of course, he has got the advantage. But get your head down, mate. You're competing for a race victory and therefore a championship, Lando. No, like, what are we doing? Please pit first. No, big lap of Ozzy can't pit first because then the tyre offset goes. Why would he pit first? No, he's got to pit. He's got to pit 2 or 3 laps after Oscar to keep the tyre offset. What's critical though, the tyre offset has yielded fruits here because he's closed the gap by 3 seconds. Chill out, Cam. Just watch. Oof. No, we can't, Louis. We can't. We've got to get excited. Louis, the problem is in the F1 space, particularly old world media, everything's too straight-laced. too buttoned up. You know what I mean? All of my content creators that I watch like to get involved sometimes, Louis. It's a bit boring to sit back and just watch and just, you know what I mean? Sip tea, chin after you, Claude. No, I'm not trying to do, I can't do that. I can't heavily disagree, Cameron. OJ was forced to face his own mortality by Lando in the initial moments of the road. Really, Umach? Watch it back, Umach. There was a point when I thought Oscar was going to go for it, and he eased back almost deliberately. I like the way that Lando handled the switch back. That was genius. And the DRS shortly thereafter. But I don't know. Yeah, you lot on the go. Randeep Singh, and he's got to be sweating now. Looks almost too calm. 3.7. Here we go. Lando ekes out Delta. Lando knows 3.7 seconds after he was told by his engineer, Will Joseph, that that he needs to stay out of the DRS of Oscar Piastri. DRS is important as well. One stop is a straight. No, I don't think Oscar will one stop. I don't think he'll one stop. And the DRS as well matters. The tyre offset doesn't account for the advantage that you get from the. I don't know, chat. I don't know here. I feel like they might have elite British blood. Oscar tyres will be dead by lap 60. Yeah, he can't one stop. He can't one stop. He's going to have to come in. But look at that. Lando Norris has done a Max Verstappen in COTA 2021. He's kept some tyres handy, as Russell is the first to stop twice. Look at that. I didn't necessarily brake too late, says Antonelli. Dustin from Stranger Things, Benzie. Now he's doing all right, Lando is easy, G. Do you see the gap going up? It was 3.5 seconds, wasn't it? And now it is 4.0. Fair play. I don't hate that from Lando. That bodes well. Piastri should do the undercut. I don't agree, chat. You've got to see these decisions through now. Look, you're never gonna pull the undercut. A 4-second undercut, never gonna happen. He's better off continuing to bark up this tree as far as strategy. It's tyre offset, and he might catch and be able to pass Lando Norris towards the end of the session. Like last 15 laps, it's gonna get close. Matt Marcus will make this interesting. Nate, palms are sweaty. Mum's spaghetti. Let's go. But then you've got to factor in 803 of you, by the way, for whom I'm infinitely grateful. Also being schooled by Lewis. True for now. But he's rolled the dice again, hasn't he? George. Not going to settle for that. 64 seconds down. Look at the gaps, chat. Although Ferrari, I don't hate that from Ferrari. Charles Leclerc only 13 seconds adrift of Oscar. Don't hate that. 24 seconds down the road is Lewis. I don't hate that. Oh no, Wallen. I might have to tune into that a little bit. We should do a watch along for the Messi thing. That's quite a shame since yeah. I don't think that was Lewis, Harry. That looked very much like a Charles Leclerc mistake. Oscar Piastri 4.1. Cheeky mistake from Oscar as well. The mistakes are coming in here. Look at that. Uncharacteristic error of the unforced variety from Oscar as well. Is that a mistake from Lewis as well? Yeah. Yeah. Snap of oversteer for which you needed to correct. Are we not entertained, James? My name is Maximus Decidius Meridius, Commander of the North, General of the Felix Legions. Loyal to the 1-2 General Marcus Aurelius. Husband to a murdered wife. Father to a murdered son. And I will have my vengeance in this life, isn't it? Spoke too soon, says Maycod. That's not great from Oscar. That might cost him. It's not a massive mistake. But I mean, every 10th counts, right? This is a story that will be told ultimately intense. Oof. Chin up, Lando. He's being coached through this, isn't he? He's being coached. Ollie Behrman's dad looks younger than Ollie. Can do a football watch along 6-1 PSG win. More than I do, mate, but by the time I do this and then the reaction, and then if we're going to do 8 PM as well, the schedule is little young there to be an F1 screen today. Gotta say, Alonso is just always there regardless. He is, isn't he? He hangs around. Ferrari pit stop, slower, 2.425. There we go, 2.4. You know that you watch too much F1 if you know how long the pit stop took before the numbers come up. Go on, and your track temperature, 48.2 degrees Celsius, 31.3 degrees Celsius, air ambient, 32% humidity. We have ourselves a race here. Bortoleto comes in the pits from 5th, by the way. Driver of the day, any. We don't even need to have a vote at this point, do we? Unless Oscar Piastri puts a move on Lando Norris late. Can you imagine Oscar Piastri, Lando Norris come together at turn 3 in exactly the same way that Lando and Max did last year? F1 history doesn't repeat, some say, but it does rhyme. Lando, if you let Oscar pit before you, I swear. ECG, I don't think you... No. I don't think you want that, ECG. Sorry, ECG, I tell a lie. I think you would want that. I think if Oscar pits before Lando, it's over. The tyre offset's done, isn't it? Louis says, is my pace really bad? Because the tyres are fine. Because you're 10 seconds adrift of Shard. Oh no, another communication issue. I don't want a box, the tyres are fine. Prioritising conflicting demands isn't something that Scuderia Ferrari do very well, is it now? T-minus 20 laps remaining. Who's going to blink first between Oscar and Lando, eh? Pit, out, Lewis, Ocon, pitting in. Retired currently from the race, Albon, Max Verstappen, Antonelli, and Carlos Sainz Jr., who DNS'd, by the way, didn't even get to the line. It hasn't fizzed just yet, chat, but it's about to. Yeah, Lando needs to pit before. I don't know what they're doing. I think they're going long. I think the longer that Lando goes, the more that the more that he can reduce the tyre offset on the final stint, and the more that he reduces the laps that Oscar will have to effect for the overtake on the back of the tyre offset. Does that make sense? If they do like a 20 lap stint as an example, that gives Oscar more chance to leverage the tyre offset. So I think Lando's doing the right thing. I mean, if his tyres aren't going off, just a task in hand error, 100% error online. Foxy says, oh, Ferrari engineer are criminals. Yeah. Always chaos. 19 laps remaining. Who's going to blink first between these? I feel like Oscar needs to be making more. So here's the problem now for Oscar. Lando comes in with 18 laps remaining. Here's the problem for Oscar. They're going to jump on mediums, and those mediums in the first instance were good for 20 laps. Meaning, therefore, Oscar will need all of those 20 laps for the tyre offsets to start coming into effect. Slower stop from 2.5 for Lando. Did feel a little bit slower. So the longer that Lando goes, the more that the Oscar Piastri chances reduce, right? Lando has pitted 2.5. He'll take it. Lando on his way out. All eyes on Oscar Piastri. We should be in at the end of this lap. Use the pace. Michael Schumacher time. Do you know what I mean? D minus 18 laps. I'm not sure Oscar can do this, you know. I think when he's got DRS, it's a different game. 760 of you watching concurrently, do me a favour and smash the like. When he's got DRS, it's a completely different game. I don't think they've factored that in. You must want to be in the DRS of Lando Norris for the entire race, right? .5 seconds. So Oscar lost 0.3 the first round of pit stops. 2.5 seconds was Lando. All eyes on the front left. Come on, front left. Let's go. That was quick. 2 seconds. Oof. That was quick. That's T flat. Oof. So that's half a second that he just gained. What was he? He was it's about 4 seconds. So net right. He lost 0.3 in the first one. Has gained half a second time round. If Oscar could have come out. Oh no. Oscar comes out behind back markers. That might have killed him. Get out the way. Oh my gosh. Oscar is going to be fuming. Get out. Oh my God. What's Colapinto doing? What an absolute prat. Get out the way, Colapinto. Check your mirrors, chap. You must always leave space. You must always leave space. Come on, Oscar. Let's go, chap. What are you doing, Franco Colapinto? Just get him out now. What's the delta? So it looks like all of that half a second that he gained in the pits, he's just lost on track to Franco Colapinto and his dangerous behaviour. What are you doing, Franco? Check your mirrors. Lando Norris has the whip hand now at Easy G. Easy G's loving that. Look at that. Look at that. Liability. 4.3 seconds. I think that's it now for Oscar, you know. 4 seconds to catch. 16 laps. No, that's unacceptable, ladies and gentlemen. You can't do that. That's dangerous. You know what the joke is? Andrea Stella and co probably not too upset at that because that reduces the chances of Oscar even catching Lando, let alone having a chance to overtake him. That's critical. No DRS. He needs to get there. What is Colapinto? They just get fire that Benzi. Get out of the way, Beach. Charles Leclerc is coming. Well, not quite. 12 seconds is the delta between Charles Leclerc and Oscar Piastri. 3.9. Now Oscar's got to get the next 10 laps are critical, right? The story of this race will be told in the next 10 laps. If Oscar can catch and give himself five laps to pass in DRS, then it's going to get techie. We're 2024 all over again, aren't we? 3.4 seconds. Oh wow! Oscar Piastri last lap 104. Lando Norris might want to buy Franco Colapinto a drink here. You know, he might need to buy Franco a drink. He might have helped him no end with that nonsense, that very dangerous behaviour. You must always, Franco Colapinto, you must always leave space. 3.4 seconds is the delta between Lando and Oscar Piastri. What does he do? Lewis is going to be fuming, eh? And Ted Kravitz is talking to that. May as well just leave him out, eh? Oscar is closer to Lando, closer to Lando even, despite the fact that Franco put him on the grass. So Lando must have made a mistake, true. Smash the like if you think Colapinto should be black flagged 100%. Crackosaurus, and too kind as always, Crackosaurus. Faster slap. Yeah, they're exchanging now. 0.3 seconds is the delta that Oscar took out of Lando that last time. So we'll need 10 laps of that, will Oscar. We'll need to do that each lap. This is qualifying time for Oscar. It's Ross Brawn, Michael Schumacher, 2000 to 2004. You're going to need 10 quali laps just like that, Oscar, if indeed you're going to have a chance. Crash Pinto's a disgrace. Oscar Garage did everything. Lando Garage did no difference. He's just the tyre offset, Sudan. Just the tyre offset. Definitely a black flag. W2F, my messages got retracted and I can't put it back. I don't know I don't know what's going on there. Cracker sauce. I'd like to see a black. Are we saying black flag? Wow. You guys are. I don't hate it though. Why did he retract Crackosaurus? Black flag. Did he get a black flag? T minus 14 laps remaining. All eyes on the delta between the two papaya coloured car drivers. 5 seconds. 5 seconds for Colapinto. I don't help it. I had a gander Crackosaurus. It's too high, mate. It's too old. I tried. Too much my finger slipped. Oh, it happens. It happens, Crackosaurus. Fat finger syndrome. 3.3 seconds in the delta. Lando Norris has put his foot down. Do you see this, chat? What Oscar's side of the garage has failed to calculate for, of course, clean air, but the impact of DRS. So go on. What? So he needs to take out 2.2. So this is the important thing now. It's not the 3.3 seconds that he needs to know. It's the 2.3. Can Oscar take 2.3 seconds out of Oscar Piastri, out of Lando Norris even, in the next 7 laps? What is that, chat? 2.3 divided by 7. It's 0.2, 0.3-ish. 0.25-ish. Okay, 2.3-ish. And he's got 6 or 7 laps to do it. Oh, the humanity. 3.2 is the delta. Oscar Piastri is on a charge. Let's go. Let us go. But this time, remember, the tyre offset is only 1 lap. Do you see what we're doing here, chat? Last stint, it was 4 laps. Now, however, Oscar Piastri's Oscar's middle stint might win in this race. Because he went so long, he nullified that. Easy G, do you see what we're dealing with here? Oscar's tyres are only 5 laps old. Lando's are 6 laps old. So the tyre offset is just like, he's done one of these. By going longer, Lando's made it more difficult for Oscar. Because there is, as near as makes no difference, no tyre offset. Oscar Piastri is going to have to nail him on track. Here's smart from Lando. I'm actually swearing, says Joe. Oh, the humanity. Oh, I think Lando's got it. I think Lando's got it too much. Oscar to win it. Bondino. I think. Look, let me recite that again because this is important. And again, Sky Sports F1, bless them. The £90 that I'm paying them for a month haven't spoken to this. And I think it's quite important. Look at this. I don't know if you guys can see. Oscar Piastri's tyres, his mediums, have done 6 laps. Lando's have done 7 laps. The tyre offset is gone, chat. There's only 1 lap fresher tyres. Last time round in the medium, Oscar's tyre offset was huge. It was 4 laps. He was on 4 lap younger tyres. Now though it's different. This is a straight up race. I think Lando Norris Easy G has won this race in the second stint by going longer. Flow state, James. 2.4, 2.5 seconds is the delta. Oscar keeps getting faster. He's going to need, oh my gosh, 2.2 seconds. But he doesn't have a fight. This is the first stint. But again, Oscar will feel like 2 seconds. Oof. So Oscar's got to take, Oscar will take about, oh my gosh, look at that. Half a second last time round. Lando will be getting nervous now. Oh, the humanity. Max DNF'd. Kimi Antonelli yeeted into his side pod early. I want to say turn 3. Can't calm down, yes. This is racing. How dare I feel passionate about the sport that I feel passionate about? How very dare I? Yeah. 10 laps remaining. 1.9 seconds is the delta. So over the next 5 laps, he'll need to do 0.2 a lap. Fix your fudging car, Ted Gravit says. It's not Sonoda, son. 2.0. Oh no! High speed is the Achilles heel. Oh, the humanity. This is chaos. Battling 3 laps. Wow. Behave yourself. Not in 3 laps. Lando put his foot down. He's gone quickest my heart, man. Oh my gosh, easy G. Oscar is seeing red. 1.7. 1.7. That Franco Colapinto thing might have saved Lando's bacon, I'm telling you. If Oscar comes out into free air, no back markers pushing him on the grass, I think he'd be about at least 0.3 or 0.4 down the road. He'd be right on Lando's gearbox by now. Franco Colapinto might have saved Lando Norris. Lando's such a disgraceful. He's been all right, SD Dub. He's been all right. He's running scared massively, of course he is. But I think he's done all right this race. Oscar's going to turn the screw on him, though. That much is for sure. Oscar is a monster, I agree with you. But Lando's been brilliant today as well. I mean, that second stint, did we get a cheeky driver of the day out? Bortoletto sinks down to 8th, by the way. Fernando Alonso, I mean, there is only one driver of the day. I want to put the driver of the day poll out. But I don't want to take my eye off the Delta. Breathe, camera. 1.7 seconds. Lando Norris bites back. Oh, the humanity. 8 laps left. Catching is one thing, chat. Passing is another. As the legend that is Murray Walker always used to say. Oscar Piastri. It doesn't work, does it? Lando Norris. That works better. Oh, they crash out, says DCO. Oh, the humanity. 1.8. Lando's got time. Lando's got a bit of time in hand here. 0.8. I think he might run out of time, Oscar. That Franco Colapinto. Can't just put a dude on the grass. This is poor harassment from Oscar. One thing for sure. That McLaren that they have is fast, 100%. Do me a favour, 900 of you in the chat concurrently. We have ourselves a race. 7 laps remaining. The Delta's 1.7 between Oscar Jack and Lando Norris. Lando has damage. Oof, Jaws music playing in Lando's ear. I know. He'd be an F1 driver, Ray. Can you handle the pressure? So you want to be an F1 driver? Can you handle the pressure? Can you take it? Can you handle it? Lando Norris. 7 laps remaining. 1.8 seconds. Lando, just for your awareness, we have a bit of damage on our front wing, which is making the balance change a bit. Nothing we can do, just for your awareness. 2.0. Go on, Lando. Lando's doing enough here. Fair play to the chap. I don't hate that. I don't hate this from Lando. I think Lando will hold on to it as well, Stephen. Got enough time in hand. Remember, Oscar's got to catch him and then pass him. Although, look at that 0.8. Unless Lando goes and makes a mistake now. Get out the way, back marker, Bortoletto. Get out the way. .8. Lando, who's your daddy Norris? I know. Lando is the best. He's done all right. He's done all right. Driver of the day straight away if he manages to... it's that second stint, I'm telling you. The genius of the Lando Norris driver was in his second stint. Keeping the lead in the first, but going long in the second and eroding Oscar Piastri's tyre offset. The stint was 18 laps, the final one, eh? Smart. Mistake pending. Cry harder. Oof. 1.9. Yeah, Lando's doing it here. Easy G. I think you're going to be all right, chap. I think you're going to be all right. I don't think Oscar has enough time to catch and pass Lando Norris. Lando driving like he stole the car. Fair play to 1.8 seconds in the Delta. Vamos Lando Norris. I don't hate it. I feel like I'm... oh, you see Oscar oversteer instant out the back of turn 3. Bloody Nora. Passing isn't hard for OJ. But there's not enough time. 100%. 1.8. Oh, there's not enough time. There's not time enough. 5 laps remaining. 1.8 is the delta between the two McLaren drivers. Lando is best, is as fast as anyone. I don't disagree, William. Epic. Oh, the humanity. I'm gonna have to put some respect on Lando's name at this rate, aren't I? Wow. .9. Lando's doing enough here. I don't think the gap's going down any more than this, unless somebody makes a mistake of the unforced right. Bortoletto catching Fernando also. Go on then, your runners and riders, since we're just paying attention to the top 2 in McLaren. Can't take my eyes off them, chat. Your runners and riders with 4 laps left on the docket. Lando, Piastri, Leclerc, Hamilton, Russell, Lawson, Alonso, Bortoletto, Hulkenberg. George Russell must be loving this mistake from Antonelli. He must be loving it. Bortoletto, fair play. I don't hate the driver of the day. Go on, let's get our own cheeky driver of the day vote out. 1.9, 2.0 is the delta. The boy's got hiccups because he ate too fast. Getting coached, you need corner discipline. $800 of you in here concurrently. Do me a favour and smash the like. It helps. It matters. And I appreciate each and every single one of you. Oh no. Oh no. Bortoletto and Alonso beefing. I only think Leclerc is in fact it's Lawson, isn't it? Also, Oscar Glazer's easy G. Don't do it too soon. He's done well though, your boy, to be fair to him. 1.7, is that a second stint from Lando that did it? Props to Lando. He's done some good work there in the shadows. He eroded the tyre offset by going long. Clever. I appreciate you, RB. Arbor Sato, you're a legend. I feel like we've been alright today. I apologise for the chaos earlier on, but I was flummoxed. Mrs. Cameron pulled the switch back on me. Quiet day for Lewis, I know, it's sad. It just becomes the standard. 10 seconds down the road from not bad, I'll take that though, from Lewis. 1.3 seconds, chat, look at that. No, he's not going to get, he's not seeing enough. It's Lando's second stint, man. I'm telling you. Lando's second stint put paid to any sort of tyre offset. Remember, going into the second stint, or during the second stint even, Lando Norris had a 4-lap tyre offset for which he needed to deal. His laps all throughout that stint were 4 laps older. And then he just did 4 laps more, didn't he? Because they pitted as near as makes a difference on the same lap. 1.1 second is the difference, the final lap. Bloody Nora. Get out the way, Fernie. No, Fernie's not playing here. And now Oscar catches and gets stuck. Oscar's been screwed over royally here by when he got. Look at Alonso. Oof. Shoot. Be careful, Fernando. Fernando, mate, you did. Fernando gets a bit of DRS, but he's using his Fernando. the DRS of Lando to he's trying to ward off Bortoletto, isn't he? Get himself a 7-pointer or 7th, which is 1, 2, 3, 4 points. It's not true. 25, 18, 15, 12, 10, 6 points for Fernando. Bloody Nora Lando. Props to Lando, Easy G. Props, mate. Yeah, Alonso scored the green. I tell you what, Fernando's done all right there. I'm not going to lie. He's done all right there. Chaos in that second stint from Lando Norris. Maybe the boy can be a champion at some point. I feel like Oscar Piastri is going to regret not going harder in that first stint, even for the overtake. Because it was almost like what they didn't account for was the advantage that they were getting being on the gearbox of Lando Norris by dint of DRS. That's what they didn't. All that nonsense about tyre offset, you don't get the DRS then, do you? It's almost like you want to mimic Lando and keep that. I think they'll learn from this. What they should have done is mimic Lando Norris's stops with a view to keep the pressure on him all the time. Because over the course of the 71 laps or 70, he loses more pace, therefore. It's like Damon and Michael. Damon spotted that Michael didn't like anybody breathing down his neck. Not in 1994, at least. So you wanted to put yourself in that position as much as not. I think Oscar will learn from this. The offset thing doesn't work with Lando. Not when he's had his Weetabix. Beautiful 1-2. Lando's done all right there. I can't hate it. I've got to shut my mouth. Make a mug of me, Lando. We laid down the challenge, the gauntlet to him. Can you follow the process? Look at that. Follow the process. Props, Lando. I got to give it up to the chap. He's done well there. He has done well. What an absolute sneeze. Are you serious, Felgen? Sneeze fest. I thought that was intriguing, to be fair. It would have been nicer if Maximilian Verstappen were in there. Do you know what I mean? In the mix. But even if Max Verstappen had... Why did Kyori get timed out? Andrew, let me know why Kyori got timed out, Andrew, please. No, Norris isn't the most likable dude, but he's done all right there. I've got to give him his props there. Somebody let me know why Kyrie got timed out as we round third base. Uff and breathe. 600 of you still in the chat concurrently. Do me a favour and smash the like. You guys are legends, one and all. Back in a couple of minutes for the reaction video. Matt's got absolutely torpedoed 100%. All the Oscar Glazers finding every excuse. True and true. Right, I'm going to run. You guys are legends. I appreciate you each and every single... They wouldn't dare, says Kyori. 1000%. Okay, CC timed up by a farm off. Right, we'll sort that out. Nobody times out Kyori. You guys are legends. Put a bad taste in my mouth, that as Kyori. Do you know what I mean? I don't like bad mind. I don't like bad mind. Props to Lando Norris for getting it done. That was God tier. Still got it in him. He can do it. Just a question of whether he will, with enough frequency, to turn it around in the championship and defeat a formidable foe. Oh, fair. Okay. Chibi, you're a legend. I appreciate you. Right, I'm going back in a couple of minutes to the reaction video, and we'll be back to go through everything in T-4 hours time at the 8 PM show. As always, you guys have been legends. I make no apologies for labouring the point that this channel lives and breathes at the altar of you, your guys, your industry, your availability, turning up each and every single time. I appreciate you. Ad infinitum, in perpetuity, and I am grateful to the moon and back. Between now And next time, the prosecution rests. No further questions, Your Honour.